Everybody, and welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Vanessa, and today we're going to be showing off possibly my biggest park yet. Definitely the biggest park on my channel. This park includes over 231, over 230 dinosaurs, and in total there's 231. And today we're going to be giving you a tour. This took me about 16 hours in total. Probably more, so I've been working on this for quite a while. And I pretty much started as soon as I unlocked this map, because I haven't had it until, well, technically I started it yesterday, and I haven't stopped. I only unlocked this map yesterday, which was pretty cool. So this is a Jurassic Park style thing, but the only thing I do kind of mess up is this. I do include one or two invisible fences, which isn't the best, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. So let's just start. So you walk into the park, you got your free basic amenities, drinks, food, and gift shop. And you already have your first enclosure. You look in here and you have some Nigosauruses and some Dryasauruses. But because we're just gonna walk in here. Obviously you won't be able to regularly, but we're gonna do it anyway. Here's some of the Nigosauruses. There's one. Dryosaurus, Nigosaurus. And yeah, this kind of overlooks the cliff. No Dryosaurus. But yeah, that kind of overlooks the cliff. We could have added this part, but that part just stays like that for the entire thing. So yeah, by the way, this video might get a bit laggy, obviously, because of how much decorations there are, and everything. So it will be a bit laggy. So you walk down here, and you have this little seated section. You got these little walls back here. You got some palm trees and some planters, which I didn't realize how big the planters actually were until today. We got this fountain that glows orange and some fire torches things. Yeah, flags, palm trees again. This little medium section thing. Yeah. Then we got our first proper, I don't know what to call it, enclosure. And in here the Acrocanthosaurus. There should be two of them, but we can't see them, so we'll see them later in the talk. Here we have just a bit of decorative stuff. This does look quite good at night. We will show a bit off at night too, and this is like the blue section of the park. But yeah. The reason why I got the park closed as well, because it'd be even more laggy with people in here, so I will eventually show it off with people in here. But now we got the Edmontosaurus and the Homalocephalae, as if this is like a little petting zoo where you can feed them this stuff. And this is all planters going around actually. The only thing is there's a bit of invisible fence behind there, just because I'll show you what was happening here, because they managed to escape through this bit here. So yeah, there is an invisible fence. But yeah, so now we can go around here, and we got more planters, which aren't really necessary, but I got them anyway. We got this as well, which isn't necessary at all, but I do quite like it, and people do end up walking through here. And I just think it's a cool addition, and there's a monorail station, but we'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, I really like this. More planters. This is mainly to hide cutting. There's an Acrocanthosaurus. Fountain, this is like a green section, so most of the stuff down here is green. Got some toilets, and we got, like, you can kind of get behind here and have a look at the cliff. Kinda. Down there. And you can kind of peek over to the rest of the park. But that is not what we're going to do yet. We're going to go to the tour. We're going to follow it around. And there's another Acrocanthosaurus. Can't see that up there. And you can kind of see it again now when we go around here. There's both of the Acrocampsauruses. which are looking really good. We'll go through this little part here. Kind of just overtake these guys. There's another shot of the acro. And here is the cliff. But we're going to go around here. Go on the track, but we're not going to follow the track anymore. We're kind of just going to ditch this car on the edge of the cliff there. Also, I'm going to try my best to go around here. Yes, I did manage to do it. Also, I'm really proud of this part here because these are like perfectly aligned with each other. I really like that. This is cool. Let's hide that. There we have the first hotel and emergency bunker. You can go through the thing, and there's Kentrosaurus in here, along with Pachyrhinosaurus, which are all the same skin. Yeah. You leave here, and again you're out in this part, and this is when you take the monorail. So we're gonna go onto the monorail. Oh wait. Oh wait, we're just gonna go where we're meant to go. So the monorail goes through this little canyon part, and we get off here. And this is meant to be the Jurassic Park section. So everything here was in the Jurassic Park film, or is a reference to Jurassic Park. So we're going to continue. We're going to start off, and we're going to turn here, where we have this little section here, which I'm actually pretty proud of, and I do like the look of it. So you can come around here. Not as much effort on the back than there is on the front, but I'm really proud of that. I like it. I like it a lot. So you walk down here and you have this little circle bit with this panther. We're not going to go up this way yet. We're going to go down this way. We have a hotel here, which doesn't really see into anything apart from this enclosure, which you can kind of see the Dilophosaurs. So we're going to go to that now. Here the Dilophosaurs. See one there, and you can see some more up there. Next we have another hotel, so a larger hotel, and this views into again what was it was like in the Jurassic Park film. So you have the Triceratops, Parasaurolophus, Gallimimus, and Brachiosaurus. So there's the Brachiosauruses. There's another one over there, Gallimimus just up there, Parasaurolophus, more galleys, more paras. This, when I built this, is when the park really started to become buggy, which wasn't the best. And again, there's a toll throughout there's loads of tolls in this park, and there's one big one at the end. So you can just drive through here, and we have some foliage. Uh-oh. But yeah, I'm not going to stay in this for very long because of how laggy it is. There's some Triceratops. There we are. We'll go around the side. Whoa. Alright. Parasaurolophus. I'm not even going to try anymore. So here are the dinosaurs, right? Anyway, I'm going to go over here. We're going to go to where we need to go now. So here is the visitor center and some planters. Here is more amenities. Again, your normal ones and a shelter. The Spinosaurus skeleton, because you need the Spinosaurus skeleton in my parks. Here we have the T-Rex. So we're going to look in here, and we have the toilet, and there's Rexy. There she is, and there's the Jurassic Park gates as well. So we're going to go through the tour now. So let's get in the tour vehicle. But we are going to switch cameras because I'm not staying first person. Here is the toilet. that the lawyer was eaten in, and there's the T-Rex. Go up and get close to the T-Rex. Alright, I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm gonna go through these gates. And now into the Velociraptor enclosure, which doesn't have a viewing gallery. It's just, you go in and you see the 2 Velociraptors that you see in the first film. Oh, here you go. Yeah, these are the only raptors that are in this part. There's more raptors in the park, just only in this bit. These are the only ones in here. So we're gonna go around this part. And the kind of thing here is that they escaped this part and now they're in this security part. But again, so it's like controlled almost. So it's just aesthetic. So yeah. No, I'm just gonna dump the car in this part here. Wow, okay. Alright, so that's the tour from above. Go in, go to the raptor, go through the T-Rex, go for the raptors, blah blah blah. You get back on the monorail and you go to the Lost World. What this part will be called is what I'm calling it, the Lost World part. So, emergency bunker as soon as you get off, amenities, donut shop and a gift shop, toilet, this little fountain, some chairs, some planters, and it's pretty cool to lead up to the Velociraptor enclosure. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Go up here. You can view into the Velociraptors, which are the Lost World Velociraptors. They're the Tiger Raptors, the females and the males. There's a female, I think. And there's another sushi shop there and a drink shop. You go around here and you have a hotel, which kind of looks into the raptor enclosure, but not like... So there's a fence blocking it off, pretty much as well. Got this little triangle bit with some lights, which looks pretty cool. And in here, we have some Pachycephalosauruses. About 8 of them, just walking around in there. They would genuinely be okay if comfort was on and stuff in here, so they would be completely fine. Over here we have Compies, Stegosauruses, and the 2 Mentiosauruses, and we have these little flags going all the way down, which are pretty cool. But yeah, all the Compies stay like around this part, and they go to the water and they go to the feeder. Pretty much all they go to. And here we have our next enclosure, which is more T-Rexes, and in here we have Buck and Doe. There's Buck, and you can kind of get a glimpse of Doe down there. So we're gonna get a shot of them from above. I'm gonna try and find Buck actually. Alright. There's Buck and Doe is here. There we go. So you've seen them. But yeah. It's just come to my attention that I have not finished building this park yet. There's like one more section that I forgot to do. But I'll give the tour first, and then I will finish it off camera, and then I will show you guys when it's done. So this is the little Lost World section. There's not a lot. There's just a lot of red. That's the theme here. A lot of red, and make sure it references all the dinosaurs from the Lost World that we didn't see in Jurassic Park, but again we saw the raptors and the T-Rex, but we got different skins. So you come over this part of the park and you have a little guest plaza, which is a bit empty. Yeah, it's not exactly the most life-filled part, but it works. So you would walk down this part unless you want to go to shops or the shelters, and there's also a fountain there. You will go this way to the hotels, and you got some towers where you can just look in to this enclosure here with iguanodon and metaburosauruses. Right, we're gonna leave this. So you can always look in through there, or you can just walk down this little aisle where there's Metriacanthosaurus, and you can look in through these planter bits to the iguanodon and the metaburosauruses, which shall be down here. There's one, which are pretty cool. So yeah, there's that little aisle, and we have another fountain, a yellow one. Some path. Again, a hotel that can look into the Metriacamptosauruses. You can see them there, but not the best, so let's try and get an angle where we can look in on them. Can't really get... Oh, here's an angle where we can look in on them. There's one sleeping there. There's one at the back there, if you can see that. And there's one more in there, but I don't know where he is. Go. Right, but next we're just going to run to the next part of the park, which is only down here as well, so... there's the other Metriacanthosaurus. We're going to run down this part. This part's quite bland, there's not much here, but it's fine, really. Here we have a ranger station, which I probably should turn to the Jurassic Park one, but I've just kept it as that one for now, because it was easier when I was doing this. Here we have this little part here to go into the big tour of the entire park. Well, the rest of the park. And this goes on for a while, so we're going to speed through this. Okay. Here we have the Spinosaurus enclosure. They're both pretty much the same colour, but one is blue on the tail and one is white. And they both chill in this part of the park, this part of the tour. And then you go off this little land bridge part, which wasn't my intention, but it kind of looks like one, but kind of doesn't at the same time. And the road is also outlined with rock going through the entire tour. So yeah, and here we have the Carnotauruses, which I actually forgot were in here. And we got this little Badlands thing going here. This Toro, the alpha of this place. Alright, cool. Here we have some herbivores, which we don't have a lot of on this tour. This is one of the only ones. In here, we have quite a random mix in here. We have the Ferrozenosaurus, the Amargasaurus, what was it called? The new one, wait, hang on, I'm gonna pause a sec. What are they called? Alamosaurus. Alamosaurus. There's one sleeping. There's the fairy. And the Nodosaurus somewhere. Jesus, they're huge. The Nodosaurus is there running. And these guys were actually wild creatures on the challenger mode. So that's why they're in here pretty much. Alright, come on. Get in this part. Here we have some Baryonyx and Suchomimuses. So there's a really cool looking Suchomimus. There's another Suchomimus. And there's 4 Suchomimuses and 3 Baryonyxes. There's quite a lot of puddles and a big lake in the middle. Where are the Baryonyxes? Oh, there they are. They're just chilling there. There's Limbo, and then there's not Chaos or Grim. There's random skins. It's rolled at me. Uh-oh. Alright. Let's get through this part here. In here we have the Australopithecus, and they got this little canyon part, which I actually really like the look of. And you can see one just in front of me down there. And you can see them running everywhere. These guys, you have to constantly top up their feeder. Because it's constantly going. But Jesus, there's loads of them. And there's not really any foliage in here. It's mainly just canyon rock thing. Alright, we're gonna go through the next part, and here we have the Allosaurus and the Ceratosaurus. And there's a lot of trees in this one. There's most of them actually. There's two of the wait. These are all the Ceratos, one Allo, and then the other two. Personally, that one's my favourite, the blue and orange one. And we're going to continue going because we can't waste no time at all. Through here we have another like Badlands area, and we have two Gigas, which are again pretty similar, just a different pattern. And yeah, we're just going to go straight out of there, wasting no time at all. And in here we have Dimetrodon, as you can see there, which I felt like they suited this area quite a lot. It's quite narrow and shaded, and they were in a cave, which is again shaded in Dominion, so that's kind of the look I was going through here, but it's kind of inspired, you know. You have another one there, bathing in the sun. None swimming, none eating, but there's another one. One of them did die of starvation, and he kept on running out of stamina. So yeah, that was annoying. In here we have the Caharodontosaurus. Oh. And we have used every single large dinosaur except for the Indominus Rex. But there's no hybrids in this park at all, and not including them, we've used every single medium creature as well. Well, medium carnivore. We haven't used a lot of herbivores in this park. We haven't used any lagoon creatures, is what I missed out before I started doing this part of this park. Here we have the Hararosaurus. There's 10 of them in here. And it's kind of like another Badlands. And it just goes down there. And they kind of toll back up this way, so we're going to go up this way anyway. Alright, let's turn this around. And just pass through the Hararosaurus again, because, yeah, and we're in the next part of the park. Again, where there is the Albertosaurus, I think. And this one's my favourite right here. Just look at that pattern there, it's amazing. But they don't look real at all, these guys. Oh, I'm driving a horrible car right now. They don't look real, they look plastic in this game. Oh my god, I'm a terrible driver. I'm just gonna go through this gate. Oh my god, wait, have I like done something to one of my wheels? Alright, let's go through here without crashing. Oh my god. What is in here? Cryolophosaurus. There's like 6 of them in here. There's one. Go down here. There's another one. Any more at the bottom here? No. Alright, go through this part. And we have the Chandrasaurus. Yeah, the Chandrasauruses. And they're all bathing over here, apart from one, I think. I think one of them might be over on the other side. Just over this hill. Can't see him. I didn't see him over there either, but he might have been there. But anyway, Chandrasaurus. And a goat. And some... Wait, a ranger? Don't know why they're here. You go into this part and you have... Megalosaurus? Yeah, Megalosauruses. There's 5 of them in here. But they all kind of eye me down, so I am going to leave. And I'm going to go the wrong way. And here the Majungasauruses. And I ain't going to stay in here either, because... Yeah. I'm just going to leave. In here is a small carnivore. Which... There's one there. I can't pinpoint. Monolophosaurus. That's what's in here. Bunch of Monolophosauruses. And they all just hide in the bushes, and it is pretty cool. There's one. They're like stalking the car, so I am gonna go. And what's in here? I think it's yeah, Proceratosauruses. And I haven't actually had a good look at these ones yet, but whatever. Continue going through this way. At the back, we go through the gate, and that is the last of the carnivores in this park. Here we're in a herbivore enclosure. We have the Weyerosauruses, the Minmies, and how haven't we spotted the Dreadnoughtus yet? Oh, there it is. They're both down there. So there's the Weyerosauruses. Can't see the Minmies. I can see the Dreadnoughtus now. But I'm gonna try and find them Minmies, you know. Oh Jesus, I'm getting stampeded. Alright. Where are the Minmies? Minmies. Wherever they are. Where are they? Are you serious? Oh wait, are you serious right now? They're over here, and there's as many as needed in there. Alright, so we're just gonna follow this way and just pass by the Dreadnoughtus. Oh, there's a mini. And we're gonna go through this final gate. Well, one of the final gates into the aviary, which holds the Quetzalcoatlus, and the Barbadactylus. So there's a Quetzal. I think there's a Barbadactylus on this rock over here. There's a Quetzal. You can see some Barbadactyluses flying in the sky. I genuinely think there's one on this rock. Yeah, there is. We can get a better look at that. There it is, in all its glory. Oh no, my controller's fighting for the right to be used. I don't think it's fighting anymore. Alright. No, it's not fighting anymore. Another Barbadactylus, and the gates to leave. And that was the tour. And over this way, just some plain stuff, and the Spinosauruses are over there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and it is extremely laggy. So just looking from it above, this is what the park looks like. But I gotta go add the lagoon, which will be here. It's just a small lagoon section that I will add, so we can get rid of all them. Alright, I'm gonna go add this lagoon section and add a seawall in a few minutes. And I think that wraps it up. Yeah, I know there's not much effort in it, it's just a bit of path and like 2 fountains. But there's a full-on reef under here. And a school of fish. So this is the Styxosaurus reef. So we can look in the lagoon. You can see them all up there. They see the fish, we can see the ships, we can see the coral, we see everything. And that one's a bit bioluminescent, I think. But yeah, we can see all the Styxosauruses just fine. And then over here we have the Mosa, which is just chilling over there. I think he's going for the shark, however. Yeah, he's going for the shark, so we're gonna get this in capture mode. Alright. Now we just wait. Here we go. And we're gonna go underwater with this one. And there we go, he enjoyed his snack, I think. And he's popping his head up, I think. But anyway, so that was my Grand Canyon park build. We are going to open the park. We're going to quickly have a look at it at night as well. Wait. So, as you can see, it is a lot different at night. Here's the lagoon. You can see all the headlights of the cars, and seems to be a traffic jam over here. That problem seems to be resolved. Here we have the lights, which actually does look pretty cool. I do very much like this. This is really cool as well, this part of the park. But yeah, so that's about it. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe. Comment what you would like to see next. And if you'd like me to... If you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. I will be doing a horror park as it is October. But yeah, that was my Grand Canyon, what would you say, park? This is my Grand Canyon Jurassic Park. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.